The ODI series, now three T20Is, arguably the more important format at this time of the year with the World Cup around the corner. Akash Chopra, let's look ahead to what India's chances are. And are they still favourites going into this series in spite of that understandable blip and loss in the third ODI?
Well, I think Ronak, you're right. India does start as favorites, but not an overwhelming favorite. Because the shorter the format, the closer the teams. And when you want to be the Sri Lankan team, or you just want to be a part of that unit, maybe Mickey Arthur, you would look at the one-day series as the glass half full. First game, of course, you lost convincingly, but the second game you should have won. India was whatever the full strength was. You were playing the full strength Indian team, and unless it was just for that Deepak Chahar innings that you lost it. You could have won that. You defeated India in the third ODI. So, of course, the scoreline may read 2-1, but it could have been very different. That's what Mickey Arthur will be telling his boys. And like I said earlier, shorter the format, closer the teams. If there is a win, there is some kind of form, you will trouble the opposition. So, marginal favorites, India will start as.
Let's talk a little bit about players to watch out for now. Varun Chakravarti, spotlight seems to be on him. There was a call taken not to play him in the ODIs. Is that because you think he should be looked at as a T20 specialist? And how important is this three-match series for him?
Well, I feel that Varun Chakravarti should be played. If you're not going to play him now, then why pick him? He's not someone who's 21, who's coming through the ranks, and you're wanting to have a look at him. He's been there for a long time, and the whole idea about Varun Chakravarti is very exciting. A mystery bowler. India's jigsaw puzzle, as far as the World Cup is concerned, is pretty much sorted. There are only a couple of places up for grabs, and Varun Chakravarti is that outlier, a guy who can actually be that mystery card, a surprise weapon of sorts, who the world hasn't seen enough of. And that is why you picked him. Once you picked him, you must play him all three T20Is. And since this is the only international series before the World Cup happens, from Varun's perspective, of course, it's make or break. If you make it now, it's phenomenal. If you break it, if you don't really have a good impression in the three T20Is, then it becomes very difficult to actually pick a complete outsider of sorts for a World T20 kind of event, because he's not someone who's coming up from under 19 to a Ranji Trophy, and then that kind of trajectory. His career has seen a very different path. So Varun Chakravarti, make or break, three T20Is, play him all.
What about other players to watch out for? I'm sure there's going to be a call taken as to which players Rahul Dravid and Shikhar Dhawan can squeeze into the 11. Sanju Samson or Ishan Kishan? We thought Samson might be the front runner for the ODIs. If you had to pick between the two, who makes your team?
Well, I'm thinking about three players, Ronak. One is Prithvi Shaw. Prithvi Shaw, for a simple reason that he's very disruptive and destructive. He's one of its kind. I've said that many times on this show already. And even though there is hardly any place at the top in the Indian team, but then he's that kind of a player who you want him in your side, because he can just change the game in a few overs. So Prithvi Shaw, one guy. Second will be Surya Kumar Yadav, because he's, of course, the front runner to make it to the World T20 squad. And you just want to further validate your thoughts about him, that he is a good player. He's cut above the rest, or rather, he's cut out to play international cricket. So he'll be the second one. Deepak Chahar will be the third one, because when you look at the fast bowling resources, you're looking at Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Jasprit Bumrah, two certainties. Mohammad Shami, you want to play him, but is he a gun T20 bowler? Perhaps not. T Natarajan is there and thereabouts, but he's struggling with injuries. So now you've got Deepak Chahar, and if you were to pick somebody between a Deepak Chahar and a Mohammad Shami or a Natarajan, you will start tilting towards Deepak Chahar as well, because the world record holder, absolute wicket taker in power play overs. Now he's got some runs with the bat in an ODI game as well. So these are the three guys who I think selectors must have earmarked. Second question is about Sanju Samson and Ishan Kishan. It's very difficult. Two wrongs will not make a right. It pains me to actually make anyone sit out for this game, because Ishan Kishan, last time India played T20Is, Ishan played, but the last one day that India played, Sanju played. Sanju scored a 46, looked absolutely like 24 karat gold. So now how do you drop him? Because IPL, he's been a T20 rock star. He's found his way into the ODI setup because of his T20 runs. So I am going with Sanju Samson for a simple reason that it's unfair. It's travesty if you drop a guy after just one innings, and that innings in which he's actually scored runs. So I'm going with Sanju. I'm sorry, Ishan, you deserve to be there, but then this is how the cookie is crumbling at this point in time.
All right, I'm going to give you the tough job now of actually picking the 11 if you had to pick India's playing 11 for the first T20I. Akash, run me through it quickly.
I've picked the two openers, Shikhar Dhawan and Prithvi Shaw. No changes there. I think they should play all 6 games. Three ODIs, three T20Is, just be with them. Shikhar is the captain and Prithvi is that fantastic choice. Then Devdutt Padikkal is someone I've picked at number 3, and he is being picked in place of Manish Pandey because personally, I don't see him as a part of the World T20 scheme of things. I don't know what selectors are thinking, but I think Manish Pandey might not make it. Devdutt Padikkal is there in the score. There is also Ruturaj Gaikwad. I've gone with Devdutt Padikkal. At 4, I've got Sky. At 5, I've got Sanju Samson. I've already mentioned the reasons why I'm picking Samson ahead of Ishan Kishan. The two Pandya brothers, Hardik Pandya, Krunal Pandya. And then I've gone with Yuzi Chahal. I'm very tempted to actually put two leg spinners alongside each other. Because Rahul Chahar is looking beautiful. He's been absolutely outstanding. But Yuzi Chahal has to play before him. And since I want to play Varun Chakravarti, I've got Yuzi Chahal and Varun Chakravarti. Rahul Chahar misses out, but his elder brother Deepak Chahar makes it, and the vice captain Bhuvneshwar Kumar.